Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the sold-out Baltimore Music Awards. Let your voice be heard at the 2017 BMAs. Polls are now open for this 7th annual red carpet event honoring Baltimore. Log on to BaltimoreMusicAwards.com before December 3rd to cast your votes in all categories. Now, December 3rd is for the voting. The actual red carpet ceremony is December 5th. BaltimoreMusicAwards.com is where you go. Beautiful Eyes and Ugly Truth. Y'all ready?
No doubt.
Yes.
All right, it's on y'all.
That's what we do.
First off, welcome back to my little brother Devin Neps.
Hey guys, how we doing, guys?
Everything's good.
Everything's good. Yeah, Jamaica's good. Jamaica's very good. We're good.
We got the lovely Miss Violet to the left of me. I go on her Instagram, Facebook, and I'm your host, Yenny's Ocean G.
Cool.
And everybody out there, Instagram, Ocean149, Facebook, Yenny's Ocean Gaming. So it's all good or whatever. I want to start today's show off. I'm not even going to say in a somber note. When did this happen? I want to say was it last week or was this weekend?
I believe it was last week. It was in the.
It seems like today's Monday.
End of last week, like Friday, right? It was Friday, Thursday.
Yeah, that Friday.
Thursday.
Well, last Thursday here in Baltimore. Thursday in Baltimore. A homicide detective by the name of Sean Suter. Initially they said he was shot in the head, and of course, we know what shot in the head means. For most part, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Which I personally think he was dead earlier. They was just trying to hold on to him. And he got killed, and they had a reward out for his murder. It started off at $65,000, and then it quickly rose to $165,000, and then now I think it's up to something like $260,000. And
Thousands of dollars.
I made a post initially. This is and I wasn't mocking him because this man, he been on the force for 18 years and everything. So I definitely wasn't mocking him. He did his service and everything, and he got murdered in cold blood and everything. So I made a post on Facebook, social media. I kind of made it in the whole sort of a meme because how people will say they'll put a question and then they'll say me. So what I did was I put they said $65,000 reward for a cop shot in Baltimore, and then I said me, and it was a picture of me pointing in the direction of where whoever did it was at.
Exactly.
And the crazy thing, the first thing I want to talk about that because I don't want to make it self-serving. I read some of the comments. I thought some of the people might have thought that it's pictures say 1,000 words. Mm-hmm. So I think some of the people think I was like telling the police, like, get out of here. I'm showing them the
go now.
I'm showing them exactly like get out of my face.
First of all, nobody talks like that anymore.
Exactly. So, and then there was a lot of people. I thought for the most part, most people caught the sentiment of it, and I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't trying to make light of the situation or whatever, and this whole stop snitching thing or whatever. But so as time went on, a couple of days, they still had police officers outside.
They had boots on the ground.
Actual,
cadets flooding the city.
So as time went on and the money went up, I started thinking to myself, I'm like, they can make this thing up to be, I think personally he's going to get to $500,000, and nobody's going to reclaim that money.
Oh, no.
I'm going to tell you why nobody's going to reclaim that money. Because he was killed by a cop.
Oh, shit. Just going to jump. Oh,
yeah.
Nothing?
Yeah,
no foreplay at all, huh?
He was killed by a cop. He was killed by a cop.
Well, all right. So we're going four brothers here, huh?
So we're
going with the four brothers theory?
So they can put money all they want, but he was killed by a cop. It was an inside job. Because all of a sudden, we can't find any shells. There's no witness. His partner was with him, and he doesn't have any information on anything. And I started thinking of the scene in American Gangster where the guy was like, cops kill cops that they can't trust. And the rumors, the word in the streets are that the 6 cops that were involved with the Freddie Gray case that were tried and everything, that he was one of the cops that
not the Freddie Gray case. It was it was a drug trafficking case between the 6 officers that were indicted.
Thank you. I knew I was
drug trafficking and racketeering. Right.
I'm glad you said it. It wasn't the Freddie Gray case. Excuse me. No. It was the drug trafficking case where 6 officers were indicted. Hold on. First off, were those officers even they got charged? Were they charged?
I don't believe the case has come up yet, but they're definitely charged and off the force.
Okay.
I don't think it's no paid vacation type of situation.
Exactly. So, they haven't been acquitted yet.
Right.
They haven't been acquitted yet.
They haven't beat those charges yet.
So it seems that their key star witness is now dead or whatever. He's so that's probably one of the cases and everything, and it's just a sad situation. I don't know this to be a fact either. So
I'm glad you put that. I'm glad you put that disclaimer on there because
allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Everybody was on the same page there. Okay. All right.
I don't know this to be a fact. This is just a theory. I don't need people thinking that, because that's how social media do. Whatever. But I can go by my personal experience. It seems that whenever I say something, somehow it crosses that line of fact. And it's ridiculous. I get attacked.
You gotta stop speaking with so much conviction.
Some people are saying that 3 of them pled guilty already.
Appreciate that, Maurice Hart. So I guess this is a done deal.
But people also say that they faked the moon landing.
Conspiracy.
There's a lot of conspiracies out
there. I'm not a super conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, but
this is a conspiracy.
But I believe one and one-ish looks like 2.
Some of the things happen, but we can't always have an answer for everything that's unknown. But everything ain't always just so goddamn unknown. Like somebody knows something.
I mean, you ain't got to be Horatio Sands. I don't think that's his last name. What was Horatio's name on CSI? It's Horatio.
I'm looking like
first off, Horatio, but
I know somebody named Horatio.
Fuck it, let's do another reference. You gotta be Matlock to figure this one out.
No. Okay, so let me play devil's advocate for you.
Okay, here we go.
Like you always do.
Y'all don't think that there could be a logical solution as to what happened to this cop?
Okay.
Other than
another cop did
a movie.
Okay. So here's the situation, right? Here's the situation. He is doing his detective thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Two cops.
Yeah, 2 cops. Sorry, 2 cops. They're doing their detective thing, investigating the case, and unknown black man sees 2 police officers doing their thing in the alley, and he's like, you know what? I'm tired of police and everything they stand for. I'm gonna go fight these police officers, and after I fight with one of them, I'm gonna get his gun. I'm gonna shoot that nigga in his head, and be damned where the other police officer is, because I'll kill him too.
Okay,
but you know what?
So I
won't kill him.
That's another movie.
I'll run away.
That's
right?
A bad movie.
It's a bad movie.
I think it's more like this.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it's Baltimore.
Yes.
So we know how the houses are made here.
Yes.
They are attached. Mm-hmm. Especially in the neighborhood that they were in.
Row homes.
They are attached.
The homes are in a row.
Meaning, for people that don't know, all the houses on the whole block are connected.
Sure.
In order to go to the back of the house, you got to go all the way down the street, bust a right, bust another right, and now you're in the alley.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So if your partner's in the front,
okay,
and you're in the back, you way back because it's on the other side. It's not like you can run around like in a movie where it's a house.
Right.
All right. So I'm trying to create distance.
I see you.
Between the
I see you. Go ahead.
Now, if you snooping around in the back, and let's keep in mind this is the Sandtown area.
Okay.
Sandtown area is where Freddie Gray happened. In that area,
okay,
it's already tense. The police and the citizens. It's a little tension there.
Right.
So that's important.
You got the setting. You got the setting.
I set the table. Now it's also maybe allegedly criminal activity happening all around. We don't even know where it's at.
I don't think I had to go allegedly.
It's like termites. It's like termites.
Niggas
you know it's
commit
there,
crimes
but you can't
down
really
there.
see it, but it's there. But if you start digging through the wood, termites.
Bunch of crime.
Just like
I
that.
got you. Okay, right.
So he's around. He's snooping around, and he stumbles upon something.
Hits some dry piece of wood and crime.
Anything. Right.
Yeah,
anything.
just he flipped over trash can. Damn it, crime.
Maybe he surprised somebody.
Oh, yeah. I'm distributing drugs in the community.
He was surprised. And they were surprised.
Right. And then in his surprise.
And we tussle for the gun.
Because he said, oh, crime. I'm doing a crime and the police officer's here. I need to run.
No, but
No, it was a flight. It was a fight or flight thing, right?
Here's
and
the thing.
he decided to fight.
Freeze! What are you doing? You know, like T.J. Hooker, like freeze. Miami Vice. You know how it's always freeze. It's always freeze.
And
first.
he saw that police officer with a gun.
This is the worst
jumped
scenario
at
I've ever
him,
heard
right?
in my
I'm
life.
saying.
I mean, because I'm trying to get there with you, Diamond.
They tussle for the gun.
They tussle
for the gun.
Trayvon
The guy in the suit who had on what?
Slippery Earls.
Correct.
Okay, right. Lost
And
his
Slippery
footing.
Earl. The first thing
In the
that
alley.
Slippery Earls is what?
They slipped.
Slippery.
Yeah, they slipped.
Now, the criminal's not wearing Slippery Earls.
Okay.
He probably wearing Tim's. He
Okay.
probably it's Baltimore. He wearing New Balance.
So he's wearing Rockport.
Rockport. Don't give us that. Don't give us that. I will not accept. Maybe he was coming to work. He was coming from work.
Tim's,
Okay.
Jordans,
Some athletic shoe.
or New
Some
Balance.
dopes. He might have some dopes on.
Okay.
He might have some dopes.
Or dopes.
Yeah, he might have some dope. So he's got good footing.
Right.
Saying.
And so through the tussling,
Rip the gun away
officer
from him.
gets shot
with
with the gun.
Right.
Did y'all see the Troy Ave video?
No.
Remember Troy Ave shooting in the club? Anybody remember that?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the fiasco.
Everybody remember that one?
I'm familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Exactly. And so tussling for a gun, somebody gets killed, same scenario. Now, Baltimore police don't want to put out there that their officer got overpowered
I think
by a regular civilian,
right.
untrained
No,
civilian.
this is a criminal.
Man, please.
Okay, no, wait, time out. No, wait, because
worst
that was the point I was getting ready to make. Hold on, wait a minute.
That's
wait
what
a
I
minute.
think it is.
Wait a minute. Is an untrained civilian, right?
Yeah.
Untrained civilian, right?
Yeah.
But that officer
But survival
is trained. The
Survival
officer's trained, right?
Yeah.
So them slippery arrows shouldn't be a problem for him, right?
Everybody in here, if survival, if life or death kicks in, I bet you all of us in here gonna get some extra strength.
Or what if your ass is on the line? I bet you
And
take
that
extra
too, we
measures
get extra strength.
to take care of
If
people.
somebody's trying to
who
do
are
something
talking.
violent, she probably could knock somebody out, including probably all of us. If her life is on the line,
What if your livelihood is at stake?
what?
Man, that shit was a hit, and that was it.
A
That
hit?
shit was a hit. It was a hit.
If it was a hit, why would they do it like that?
Why
Because
else?
it's Baltimore.
Why else?
Because it's a sloppy hit.
It's Baltimore.
Well, it's so sloppy that it's not going to.
It blends right in with the rest of the senseless
It's
bullshit
not
around
going to
here.
be found. It's not going to be found. It's not going to be found. And that's just how I feel about it. And that's just my opinion.
So
Allegedly.
So here's the thing: where did he was the officer that snitched start?
The
The
internet.
streets.
The internet.
The
internet,
fuck did the streets know?
They know everything.
Paperwork.
Streets know everything.
Streets
Come
know
on,
a lot.
Diamond. What the streets don't know?
This is what I'm trying to say.
I'm just
This
saying. I
out the
know some
blues.
motherfuckers that.
This
I
how
know
it
people
starts.
that
The streets know first.
This is how it starts.
The streets know it.
This is
Then it
how it
gets out.
starts. Oh, that cop got killed. He probably was the one snitching, and then that person tells somebody else, and then that person tells
Nope.
somebody on her job,
Nope.
and that person. And then
I
it goes
saw
all the way around.
I saw pictures and text
You ain't see
with
no
arrows and circles
They
around
ain't even
shit
going to court
with
yet.
points. They said 3 people pled guilty.
But that's before they went to court. How we know one of them wasn't the snitching person?
Did it.
How we know one of them wasn't the snitching person?
Maybe they were. Maybe they weren't.
How does he know when he wasn't even involved in the case? If we want to,
No, he wasn't in the department. He got transferred out. That's a fact. He got transferred out of that same
a
department.
snitch would be one of the people that's one of the accused, not some random
No.
officer got killed over
What
West
did
Side.
Rick Ross say? What did Rick Ross say, Don?
Oh,
No, he only snitching because he finished. He was done with it. He didn't want any more parts of it. So we told. And that's how it happened.
I regret bringing this shit up. Like this shit, I regret even bringing up this topic. Like this turned into the worst conspiracy theorist.
so what? You talking y'all conspiracy or mine?
Yours was
Mine was the
yours
worst.
Yours is
It was
worse.
bad.
You turned that shit into straight
I
comedy.
lost you.
Like,
You
how
took
was that
the shoes.
That could really happen.
Nobody is walking around. Well, only people I know that are walking around in alleys with slacks and slippery earls are dope thieves. That's it. That's coming from choppers or some shit like that from over there.
I'm gonna tell y'all what.
Baltimore detectives wear New Balance.
I'm gonna tell y'all what the Commissioner Kevin Davis said.
Okay.
What Kev said?
So he said they performed the autopsy yesterday.
Okay.
Said the body of the detective has caused investigators to think about this murder in a different way.
Oh shit!
We have discovered significant new evidence.
Got it. I bet you.
Diamond is right. He didn't say that part,
No,
but
I'm pretty sure he didn't say that.
Of course not.
okay. So while
End quote.
he's tight-lipped about what exactly is the new evidence in the autopsy. The discovery did lead police to continue to hold a compact crime scene, so they're not you can't really walk up on that.
Yeah,
on that
right.
area.
So where's his partner? If does anybody know? Where's his partner?
He's probably on leave for distress.
Yeah, he's probably distressed because he killed a guy.
The surrounding area has been released, but not the. This adds to the conspiracy. The fact that they holding the crime scene so tight,
right? Because if it was a random killer, they need to move on, right?
As we gonna move on from this
right,
shit.
exactly. Let's go.
This shit turned into WWE. Fucking with Diamond playing devil's advocate, and
I do want to say this part.
Scenario
he was an organ donor.
Gee whiz.
Yep.
Thanks, Diamond.
Most people press yes and their driver's license there.
Yeah.
For
now,
I'm an organ donor too.
Last thing the commissioner said is they are very encouraged that this new evidence will help them identify a suspect.
Exactly. They're gonna tell everybody.
So they're gonna plant.
They're gonna tell everybody they got $500,000 in it now, but they don't need it because they already got evidence. But moving on, back to your man LiAngelo Ball, Cody Riley, and Jalen Hill.
UCLA.
Let me ask you this: do y'all think? Well, for those that are not aware, three gentlemen,
a little backstory.
Three young gentlemen that were over there in China.
I'll call them young. Call them 6'5" and above black men in China.
Yes, that were playing for the university UCLA.
Yep.
Right.
And they they clearly, I don't even know if all three of them were starters.
No, I don't think so.
So
significant players though.
LiAngelo Ball had
all freshmen.
He's got things going for him because of the name, and Cody. I think Cody Riley. He's like 6'11".
Right. Yeah. Just the biggest type of niggas. Just the largest kind.
And they were caught stealing Louis Vuitton
multiple
shades
things from 3 different stores.
3 different stores. So they got away. First off, the crazy thing is they got away with it the first time. They probably got away with it the first 2 times. And it's that third store that probably sent them in.
So anyway, greedy.
They've been suspended indefinitely. Which I don't understand what that means. But whatever. So
when we feel like it, when it's died down.
So pretty much. And so they came on TV, they made these whole PR moves with these apologies and everything, and we should have did this. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I don't really want them washed up for the rest of their career, but I kind of think they need to be suspended for the year.
For the year? For the year.
See, because this is my thing, especially with LiAngelo Ball. More so because
this is LaMelo. This is LaMelo.
No, it's LiAngelo. LaMelo's the youngest one.
LaMelo's the youngest one.
This
and
is LiAngelo.
Lonzo is the oldest.
And LiAngelo's the middle.
LiAngelo's the middle. Low. Okay. Right, yeah, because he's the lowest of the talent. Okay. Right, okay.
So, let me get this straight. Your older brother, just was picked by the Los Angeles Lakers. The number two pick overall.
In the world, correct?
And he clearly got endorsements and everything else. He's the new face, one of the new faces of LA Lakers. Your younger brother said, damn school, but he's driving around in a Lambo. And you up in China stealing shit.
Stealing lady.
This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. This is the sucker shit I'm talking about from these privileged kids that don't have a street bone in their body, and they just doing shit
for the fun.
just to be doing it. Just to be doing it. Like,
stole out of the
I
store.
guess that was like the gangster thing to do.
Yeah.
That was the gangster thing to do.
Take something.
To steal some shades that I clearly can buy. That I clearly can buy. But I'm going to do this in the name of the hood.
There you go.
The hood.
Keeping it real.
And
real
this is when
dumb.
keeping real goes wrong. And this is what made me talk about them sitting their ass down. Why Meek Mills need to sit his ass down.
Not Meek Mill.
I don't care how many.
That man was railroaded.
Sit his ass down.
You see that?
Sit his ass.
The judge was asking for favors.
I don't give a damn what she asked for. I'm thinking past that. Meek Mills needs to sit his ass down. He's speeding out of control.
It was only a wheelie.
His life needs to calm
down.
You like Meek Mills too?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He can rap. But
it's a dream chaser. He encourages all bummy niggas to get their lives together.
And then
and date outside of their bracket.
Exactly.
Y'all Meek
and then should
be a champion for all of you niggas. How could you not like him?
And then he does stuff that he doesn't want to be held accountable for. So that's the same thing.
What, like getting Safari beat up? I'm sorry. Safari should have been popping shit. Don't defend yourself next time, Safari. You won't get jumped like that.
moving on. You know, because I'm just breezing through a few things that I had on my mind. What about them now? LeVar saying that he didn't help out. One minute he said he helped him out. Next minute he said he didn't help him out. I didn't have time to listen to them. They let him out. They pretty much probably begged for them to get out. The China probably was like, now I'm pretty sure Trump has something to do with it. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure Trump probably was like, yo, don't be stupid. Like he stole some shades. Look here, we gonna make a spectacle of it.
Begrudgingly shit was like,
y'all gonna let them go. Y'all gonna let them go.
Let the niggas out.
Y'all gonna let them go. So Trump, like this. I'm not saying Trump like did a great thing, but I'm pretty sure Trump had a lot to do with it. Like, look here, don't be stupid. They did some idiot. Let them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't be stupid.
Like, yo, you're not keeping them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you're not keeping them. So go ahead with that bullshit. We'll get y'all back on the flip flop. We'll let some of y'all shit slide like we normally do, and we'll call it even. But the difference is Trump, he wants credit for that shit. So,
of course, yeah, he wanted some
wanted
recognition, and LeVar Ball kind of downplayed the entire situation. You know, something that would be a misdemeanor here. He basically said shoplifting's no big deal. Everybody's making a big deal out of this. It's not a big thing. That Trump got wind of that and said that, well, if it's not such a big deal, I should have left him over there.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Guy has to address everything. It's just I don't want my president being that petty. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Did y'all happen to see the Escape reunion?
I'm glad I missed it.
I missed it.
Glad I missed it.
I did not.
Do y'all watch TV?
I do. I kind of try to stay away from shit that's not going to entertain me. I'm sorry, I didn't see this one.
No,
Your married niece and Escape it interests your wife.
It was just on.
It was just on. All right. It's not something I'm.
I didn't tune in.
Wasn't like appointment television for you at all?
I didn't even know they had a reunion.
Anyway, but they supposed to have. I guess it was sometime last year because they had this show that they started off for BET and everything, and they did it during the BET Awards. So the thing about it is that that was the crazy part. Somebody's supposed to be doing like an unauthorized
documentary of them. Lifetime.
No, but Jermaine Dupri has something to do with it because
they
came in for the music.
Right.
For the music, he owns all that.
All that shit. Yeah.
So
probably wrote half of it.
Felt the weight.
Because he cut them out.
They felt the way for two reasons. They said, for one, and I kind of had to side with Jermaine a little bit. They said they got Jermaine Dupri in the meeting. And so Tiny asked him, she was like, why is it when you talk about the social death legacy, we're the first group that you signed? Why is it you never talk about it?
Right. Okay.
So Jermaine
Dupri, Tiny.
Nah, didn't watch this.
Okay, go ahead.
Jermaine Dupri was basically like, yo, because every time they ask me, why did y'all break up? I don't know why.
Oh, take the point off the board.
He was like, I don't know why. He's like, I don't know why. He said, so I don't even try to bring it up because he said, this is what people have been asking me for the past, 20 months.
Right.
And he said, I still
so a subject, so I just don't talk about y'all.
I still don't even know how to answer the question because he kind of alluded to y'all kind of fucked up a good thing.
Right.
We don't know why.
Come to find out in retrospect, there was a lot of talent in that group.
So. It was a whole lot of cattiness, and they admitted that part of everything. But
women can't get along ever.
But the one Candy, they're kind of holding up the whole thing because she's like, I want it to be organic. So she's kind of holding all them hostage. If she's going to go forward with the movie being made and everything.
She got to sign off on this shit?
Yeah, pretty much.
I know, because Candy wrote, if Jermaine wrote half, then Candy wrote the other half, correct?
Yeah, but it's not about that's not even just about the music. They talk about just the whole documentary and everything.
So since when you need everybody permission to do a documentary?
And that's
don't need you.
They're trying to make a movie.
The movie. Like a movie. They think they Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah, so they trying to do that.
Escape. If you're watching this, listen. Don't waste your money. We're not going to go see that shit. Okay, I don't care that much. Escape. I don't care that much. Is T.I. going to be in it? If you do a lot of T.I., I'll possibly watch it. I'm not going to see that shit. Take it back. I'm not going to watch it at all, even if there's a bunch of T.I. in it. Okay, back to what we was talking about. I had to let.
I always wondered with Escape, like how they felt about that Biggie line. When he was like, how the hell you gonna get fired? I always wondered how they felt. Like, did they hate him forever? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as he died, like, yes,
yeah, right.
Like, I always wondered that. On Dreams, when Big was like, he just said it. He just said it, Diamond. I clearly just said, I fuck Ruth Ball before I fuck the ugly ass Escape bitches. So, I always thought that was crazy, but I was looking at the Cool Kids show. Was it the Cool Kids? Is that the one with Tamika on it?
Yeah, that's her. That's the
Yeah.
show. That's the man.
Oh, that show was on fire. Oh, the show they just had when they were talking about colorism.
Yeah, it's a great
Oh,
time.
that was crazy.
Does it?
Oh,
Doesn't-
How
you
do
talking about
I
that?
exploit this?
You talking about that old show called Cool Kids?
What, y'all got rid of it?
No.
They got, goddamn, y'all move
Tune
quick
in.
around here.
Tune in on Wednesday and see if you see it.
Shit.
Be a cool kid. Just,
Anyway, they were talking about colorism and is it a real thing? And I got a few of the shows that when they come on, I'll
you
watch,
tune in, right?
I'll watch.
Right.
I'm like, okay, supporting everything. That one was on fire. I was sitting there looking at this shit like, damn it, I'm about to come down there.
Right, you're ready,
That shit was
right?
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know,
I don't know.
Diamond
I
was
kinda-
acting real light skinned.
What was so amazing about it?
Because you were being very light skinned about everything.
You saw
Most
it,
light
too?
skinned people. Yeah, of course I saw it. I was watching that shit live, son. I was
Okay.
I was in the house eating popcorn.
What was okay? So some people may not know what you're talking about.
Okay, so Wednesday nights, formerly on RadioOnFire.com, there was a show called Cool Kids Radio. It stars some people. Tamika, who was on sitting in this seat last week.
Yes.
And some other niggas I don't know the other. But they were talking about colorism and
What's the other girl's name? Her name is important. What was her name?
well, Spunky?
That's her name?
Yeah, Spunky. That's her name.
Okay.
They were talking about colorism, and if you are an avid follower of Cool Kids Radio, you talk about colorism a lot.
Yes, every show is about
Talk
colorism.
about colorism.
Let me step in here. So
Yeah, go ahead.
the host
Talk about that.
Spunky she's a brown skinned girl,
Yes.
and she has been traumatized in her life by people saying things about her complexion. And so she's been made to feel inadequate, unpretty, and she talks about it on every show. So I think that if she had the money, she would probably get her skin bleached, like some of the people that bleach their skin.
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa. You know what I mean? What's the rapper name?
I can't remember his name right now. The Jamaican dude though.
No, him too. It's a rapper.
You talking about Azalea
Rapper from the
Banks?
90s.
That's
Female rapper.
Bleached her skin. Lil' Kim.
Little Kim. You know what I mean? So she would bleach her
Feel like
skin
that
like
was
that.
still like that was deeply veiled Nicki Minaj shade, but I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So Spunky has this. So every week, like if somebody wants to pass something, you ain't passing me because I'm brown skinned. Like she's like that. She's on that tip. So it comes up every week. So imagine if you talk about something every week, every week.
Yeah, it was kind of.
You know what I mean? Like every week. So it's just like people are like, oh my God, like here she goes again with the bullshit. And so behind the scenes, she treats the host bad, the co-host.
Who's the host?
The
Tamika
and right.
Yeah.
So they're not on. Hold on, I thought. Hold on, let me get the dynamics correct.
Yeah.
So they're not on the same show. That was
No, they're all on the same show.
Yeah.
But she's
who's the host?
they're all equal.
Okay,
But she's just the
That's
loudest
the
one.
sound.
She's just the loudest one. And
Okay.
so she does that. So what happened is that after a while, they just kind of shut down. Just all right, just like that, go
Phone
ahead.
time.
Right. They be on the phone, just like while she
My man with the hoodie here.
Right.
She's live?
Shut down.
Yeah, that was a guest. He was a guest. The guest, the one that was like this, that never said anything. Right, because she makes the show about herself, and so that can get frustrating. So they wanted. She talks about this all the time, but nobody really wanted to talk about it. But they wanted to have this one last conversation about it. It's never actually been a topic.
Oh, it just always kind of got like.
It just always comes up. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
since we're talking about Oreos, let's talk about colorism.
It just always comes up. And
Sorry.
so Mika is light skinned, Spunky is brown skinned, and Spunky wants to, like I said, she wants to equate everything to her being brown skinned.
Okay.
She got kicked out of some club and had because she was brown skinned.
Is she like brown like me or darker?
I think she's yeah.
About you.
And so she goes. So my thing is that we're going to talk about this. That's fine. Let's include other people in the conversation.
Right.
She don't want to include nobody else in the conversation. Unless you don't agree with her, she don't want to include you in the conversation.
Unless you're exactly her complexion.
Exactly. And so my thing is that she kind of goaded Mika into finally saying some things. So she's saying some things here and there. She kind of stands up for herself. Dude didn't really get in it too much. And I just got pissed off because she always, I'm tired of hearing about the
You actually
victim
got pissed
shit.
off?
Oh yeah.
I think you-
Diamond was upset.
Well,
You could have seen him. He was red.
Well,
I guarantee that Diamond was red.
I don't think maybe
guarantee he
upset's
was red.
probably the wrong. That might be a bit strong.
Yeah.
Antagonistic.
My voice was still like it is right now.
Antagonistic is what you were.
I decided
Yeah.
I'm going to bust this chick
Yeah.
ass,
Awesome.
right? Because we can go back and forth.
Right.
So
Right.
she's talking this and that. And
Just
so
let off the hook.
Yeah, we
Let
kind
off
of go
the
back
hook.
and forth with it. But my thing is that instead of her
Tell me real
being
quick.
weak,
Oh,
weak and crying, nobody wants to hear you crying. I'm brown skin. Nobody likes
Get
me.
some
Like,
answers,
shut the
right?
fuck up. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Let's talk about some solutions.
Some answers,
So the
Sway.
fuck what? Somebody said you bright, like you cute for a brown skin girl. So the fuck what? What the fuck does that mean? That means okay.
Means
That's
cute.
what that nigga said, but that don't mean that's what it is.
hold up. Hollywood Shuffle voice. I disagree, homeboy. I disagree.
You mean you don't think she's cute for a brown skin girl?
No, I'm not even talking about her.
Okay.
Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Now, with her sentiment going so deep, deep seated and
Sure.
deep rooted,
Uh-huh.
I agree with that. She
You-
has a point.
What's her?
She has a
what's her
valid
point?
She has a valid point.
Flip
Now,
it for a second.
now,
Now, if
hold on.
somebody told you your father ain't shit, your mother ain't shit, you ain't gonna ever be shit, right?
Okay.
Nobody in your family shit. Does that mean that you're supposed to say, okay, fuck it, I ain't shit, because everybody always told me that? No, fuck no, with that bullshit.
So let me get this straight. So you're gonna ask me a question and then answer it. So
Well, I'm
was
assuming
that
you-
rhetorical?
No, that's a question.
Okay, bet.
All right.
Somebody tells you you ain't gonna be shit because of your family pedigree. What do you do?
What do you do?
How many people told me?
Several.
You using her scenario,
No,
everybody.
Yeah,
Her scenario, it was everybody.
everybody. And randoms that come up to her and told her.
Yes,
Everybody-
random people walk up to her in the street.
You ain't
Hey,
shit.
you, how you doing?
Yeah,
You
ain't
that's
shit.
what she
You
was
ain't
saying.
shit. You know, you ain't shit.
I don't think she means everybody in terms of just following anybody saying.
The quote was everybody in my life. Was the quote.
Now, random
Come up
people
to her
like
and
this.
said this.
Okay, bet. Now, okay. If you say, forget, we already know random people aren't just walking to her saying that. So you gotta, she can say it. No, but she's being a, like this. I was
Sensationalist,
looking at the interview.
Sensational.
She was sensationalizing. I
Sure,
get that part.
sure.
I ignored the sensational. You see what I'm saying? I was taking it
That's
as
fair.
okay. You've been told it a lot through your life, throughout your life. Now, what I could say is this: in terms of the dark-skinned woman, yes, they have what you call it, these insecurities, because yes, dark-skinned women have been told forever,
Sure.
scores of life, you're pretty to be dark-skinned.
Right.
That shit
And-
mentally does something. That mentally does something to you. That's the
And no, but I want you to go back and answer. I want you to go back and answer the question
I
about
am.
me telling you you ain't gonna be shit. It happened to you
Okay.
all your whole life based on your pedigree,
Yep.
and people always told you that. Teachers told you that.
Yep.
People
Yep.
in the neighborhood,
Yep.
other family members. What do you do?
But like this, I wouldn't be surprised somebody actually starts believing it.
Okay.
You've told something enough. You start to internalize it. See, that's the whole thing. Everybody likes to think that there is so-called, oh, I'm a fighter. I don't care what nobody says. That's bullshit.
But
People
what if?
care what
but,
people
but
say.
listen, that's
People
fine.
care what people
but
say.
and that's
If
fine.
you hear it enough,
But
if you hear it enough, you start. To,
I don't.
you start to
I don't.
second guess
I don't
yourself.
accept that weak shit, and that's what I told her. It's weak shit because if you surround yourself with other weak people, okay, that's fine. That's your choice. But if you choose to be around people who are stronger than that or telling you fuck what they say, you look good anyway. Like
So let me
you,
get this
Why
straight.
not
So
pay more
so she
attention
didn't
to
want to
those?
hear
Right.
the
Why not pay
solution.
more
She
attention
wanted
to
to
those
drown in
instead
her
of the people?
misery.
No,
And I said,
because that
Can't do that.
solution, that's from.
we couldn't
first
get
off,
to the solution.
That's from. No, there's no solution. Honestly, there's no
Well,
solution.
then fucking kill yourself then.
No,
Fuck
bro.
it. Bye.
But this, and the crazy thing is, some people have killed themselves.
Sure.
That's all
I know.
Some people have killed
They
themselves.
have.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. There is no solution to self-esteem. There's no crutch for self-esteem. That's what people don't like to talk
I
about.
disagree with that.
No, there is no crutch for self-esteem.
You so
You have a lot of
self-esteem.
self-esteem.
You can help everybody
You
with
can't.
everything else.
You can't repair. You can repair a house. You can repair your body, but you
Yes,
can't
you
repair
can.
self-esteem?
I think you can repair.
I think it's
For
harder.
example,
It's a lot
I
harder.
think you can repair.
It's a lot harder.
You can't.
It's a lot harder.
I think you can
I
repair
agree.
your self-esteem if you actually put the hard work into it. Because I know for me, and I'm going to be an honest person, I used to be a person that had low self-esteem growing up. That I didn't think I was pretty. I didn't think I was beautiful.
Why did you think you were pretty?
Because I was around people that were. My complexion would say that I'm ugly. I didn't look cute, and I was fat. I was really big
Okay,
at the
watch
time.
this. I want you to continue, though. I
Okay,
want you to continue.
but
You said you didn't feel pretty. You were around people that were saying this. So in your mind, what was the vision of beauty?
I think its vision beauty was what you would see, like, for example, like the vixen girls.
Complexion.
Complexion wise,
Was it dark? Was it a dark skin?
no, it wasn't anything about complexion wise. It was just in terms of facial. It never was about color because I always grew up around people of my own. Of my own people. I never had that whole thing of saying, "Oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl." I never had that. I
Never
always
been
had,
told that?
no, because I always been around my own. I went to my whole life. I've been to just schools of African American people. I went to a HBCU, so it was never
That's
anything
college.
huh?
That's college. I'm just saying, like you said, your whole life. So
I'm talking about from elementary school. Elementary school, I went to
Okay.
private schools that were nothing but African American my whole entire life, and my parents did that so I would be around people that were of my complexion, so I wouldn't feel, I guess left out or
So was
something.
there light skinned people in your school?
I mean, we're like light skin, but we're still talking about African American.
See, you're going with ethnicity, and this is the point we're talking. This is the point that Smokey was trying to make. Yes, she never
Oh,
said.
you're talking about the whole
she never
dark
said
skin
it wasn't black.
and-
It's dark. It's dark and
Okay,
light
and dark
skin.
and
That's the
light.
whole thing. That's
But-
why. That's
but,
why.
okay,
That's why
but it
I
was
asked the
still
question.
having- it was
That's
still
why I asked the
dark-
question.
it was
So
still-
who's beauty. So if you didn't feel you were pretty, then you have to have an idea. For example, for somebody that doesn't have money, they're broke, they're behind on their bills, money is always an issue, and people are like, yo, just stick in there, life will get better. Who's the other end of the spectrum for them?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Who's the other end? If you don't have money, if you're always behind on your bills, who's the other end of the spectrum for you? Because I believe it's
Well, it
up to you.
depends. It depends on a lot of things, but
Right.
Somebody
my-
rich is the
my-
other end of the
right,
spectrum.
yeah.
I don't even
That's
think it doesn't have
Yeah.
to be that extreme though. It can just be somebody that you know that's managing their money right. That's not living check to check. It don't have to be Bill Gates.
No,
and
it
I
doesn't
think
have-
that if
it
you
doesn't
set
have
it,
to be
you
Bill
need to
Gates.
set
set a goal.
attainable goals so you can reach. Okay, I did that one. I did that.
It's not a
one.
solution. See, you're looking at solution. You're looking for individual solution for one. That's what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is this. When I say
Because all solutions are
Devin's heard me
individual.
say this before too. There's always the other end. There's who we are, then there's the other end of the spectrum of who we are. That's the difference. So it's like this. Right now, with Radio on Fire, other end of the spectrum, Radio 1. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a different
Okay.
scale. The talent is a different measure, because just because you're on Radio 1 doesn't mean
Right.
that you're the best host ever. Whatever. like that.
Absolutely not,
But
because
you're right.
because we've heard some of you on Radio One,
Exactly.
and some of the shows here have more
Exactly.
numbers than some shows on Radio One. That means
Exactly.
nothing. But I mean, I want you to go back to
The
the
colorism.
scenario. No, the
To the
scenario.
scenario.
Yeah, the
Okay,
scenario I
I'll
gave
get into
you. So it's just like if people told you that, and then you were around some other people, and you're sharing your life, and people always told me I wasn't gonna be nothing,
Right.
Unless you're around Dev, and Dev says, "Yo, you ain't gotta believe that shit. Yo, you just gotta, you know what I mean?" And he's trying to build your confidence, and you're fighting him on
He
that.
might be the minority though. That's the
That's
difference.
fine, but
Okay.
it don't matter if he's a minority. He's giving you something that's different than what other people have given you,
That's true.
and
You can
your
hold on to that.
resistance to that is the issue that I
You
have.
can hold on to that for a
Exactly.
second.
But that's what choice you make, though.
Right.
We all have choices. You either choose to believe that bullshit or you don't.
Exactly.
It's a choice.
Exactly.
What you choose to
Okay,
get your
That's
energy
exactly
to.
the
What you
point.
give your
I hear
energy
that.
to.
That's cool. Everything is all choice, but let's keep it 100% funky. First off, everybody likes to claim that they don't care what nobody says. That's bullshit. Because when you wear your best outfit, let nobody comment on your outfit. You're going to second guess yourself, male or female. Everybody
I don't
likes
know
to say
about
this
It
whole
depends. I'm sorry. I
Well,
think
I know
it
about
depends.
that.
I think it
what
depends
humans,
on who.
people. Nobody dresses for themselves. Nobody dresses.
That's
for
not
themselves.
true. Not true.
Maybe not you. Maybe not you. You might be
You
the
dress
one
for other
female
people?
on the planet.
You dress for
or
other
Other
people?
people?
No, first off, you always dress for yourself, but at the same time, like this, and I can admit to saying this. I was out in fucking St. Martin's. I'm out in St. Martin's. I got on my blazing red Gucci's. I got my True Religion shit on. I'm killing it. I went to the fucking club. These niggas had on some damn near socks on their feet like that. Like they look terrible. My wife was like, yo, you look nice. I said, I wasted this outfit. I'm like, yo, I wasted this outfit.
Wow.
Did I feel that I look nice? Yes. But I'm looking like, damn, that shit meant nothing to them over there. That shit meant nothing to them. Motherfuckers was in there with Jesus sandals by not Jesus like Christ, like Jesus from down the block. Yeah. Like that shit was bad. So when I mean you throw your shit on, I don't mean you throwing your clothes on and you like, yeah. But if you, what do you think the term "I'm gonna kill him tonight" comes from? That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, even if somebody doesn't say you look nice, the eyes will tell the truth.
Right.
People will look down like, yo.
I think that's
Honestly,
part
that was
of
some shit.
anybody
I'm like,
that has that. That's
kill
part of the
me.
problem. You don't need validation from nobody.
But yourself.
That's not true.
No, it is
That's not
true.
true.
It is true. You don't need validation from nobody.
But yourself, you
But
are
it's
your
still
own
a fuel
worst-
that drives you though.
It can drive you, but you don't need it.
I think we're looking at this.
Certain
You
aspects of life, you kind of need the validation.
You can
Right,
want
right.
it, but
Okay.
you don't need it. If you don't get it, your
Okay,
life should
so,
not be
okay.
over.
If you're not getting the validation without the recognition, you understand what I'm saying?
Recognition for what? For your
Yes,
job?
different things. That's what I'm saying for different things. though.
Recognition
Different
from your
things.
wife?
Right, right.
Yes. Recognition from some strangers in a fucking
No,
club?
don't need
No.
that. Right, don't need that.
Everything.
Right.
You go in the store and you got your validation from the store owner. You need validation from the bus driver.
Nah, you
no.
not
That's
talking about
what I'm
that.
saying.
We're not
So
talking about that.
validation from important people in your life, maybe. But strangers?
Let me tell you another thing.
No.
See, this is the part of the spectrum that you left out of that whole scenario about being told that.
'Cause you haven't answered it.
Hold up. This is the part that you left out. This is the part you left out when you said how people are being told all these negative things or whatever. I can ask all y'all right now. Name me, like this, and I don't want to go through everything because I'm gonna name something right after y'all said. Give me one thing you take for granted. Just one thing you take for granted.
That my grandmother will always be around.
That's one. Go ahead, you, Devin.
Oh man, shit.
Violent.
Yes.
God damn. I'm glad y'all stuck because if y'all stuck, that's an issue too. Because that means you could be taking all kinds of shit for granted.
No, it just
'Cause if
means
you
you didn't
don't
give
know
him a
one
chance
thing
to
that
think
you
about
take for granted,
it. Just means you didn't give him a chance to think about it.
you don't know. So I'm saying maybe
It's something you take for granted.
I,
What's something you take for
and I'm
granted?
glad you said it.
Okay, yeah, I got it. I got
Sure,
it.
you're stalling. You're stalling. He's a stalling.
You are lying. So what you think?
I mean, he's been stalling for about 14 seconds.
Actually,
Now.
the one thing I take for granted is exactly what you just said, talking about with people that's telling you all the fucked up shit that no validation. I take for granted that I have people that I can talk to, that I can share my insecurities with, that I can just pick up the phone or have them come in person, because everybody doesn't have that. And that's what I think that's one of the biggest things that somebody that has a cheerleading section takes for granted, because I believe that everybody deserves a cheerleading section. You need one. What? Cheerleaders, that whole metaphor of what they are, that's a real life thing. It ain't just about sports. Everybody needs a cheerleader. For every person that's telling you that you ain't shit, this, that, and the third, you continuously hear, you ain't shit, you ain't shit. Tell like this, the average person is not that strong. They're not that strong. And if you never hear anything,
here's the thing.
if you don't ever hear anything about you, if you are the
But
one that has, hold up,
once again,
if you're the one that has excelled through all that, you're the exception. You're not the rule. That's the difference.
no,
That's
here's the difference.
Do it.
Here's the difference. The difference is we rely and we preach too much. This is that timeout shit. And this is why shit's the way it is. We have to talk more about strength, less about the victim. And when you're doing something wrong and somebody tries to lead you in the right direction, it's not the time for the excuses and the crying and all that shit. If somebody's trying to lead you on the right path, if you want a shoulder to cry on or a bunch of, the reason why 50 Cent is fucked up in his music is because he got a whole bunch of yes men around him. People just always want yes men. Yes. I feel this, I feel that. Oh, it's so terrible, so terrible. You need somebody around you that's going to put you on the right fucking path. Yo, 50, that shit was whack. Yo, Spunky, you not as ugly as people say you are.
Huh?
That exactly. I'm equating the two because people told her that she looked fine. There was people that have told her that she looked fine, but
she's been told she looks fine for a dark-skinned woman. That's
not all that's ever been said to her. Because I complimented her.
I'm going off of what she was saying.
Because she said that people have complimented her, just like Little Kim.
That's exactly.
Just like Little Kim. Little Kim said that people told her she was attractive, but she still felt that she was unattractive. Yeah. So. Right. So I'm just saying, Little Kim said a lot of the same stuff that she was saying.
Someone darker.
Many guys have told Little Kim she's attractive, but for whatever reason, she chooses to latch on to the fact that she's unattractive.
Damn unpretty.
Yes.
Well, the thing is this, because for the most part, when people, please, for the most part, like I said, it boils down to that cheerleading section. See, we always put this. That's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. Most people that are looking at this feed, most people that talk about, they'll never admit. The average person will never admit their insecurities. That's for one. And everybody's got.
Everybody has insecurities,
and they won't admit to them.
But my thing is this, and this is what I was trying to explain to her. But she wants to only hear people that pacify her and
on her side. Right.
Exactly, take her side. Then I said, surround yourself with better people.
Oh, that's easy to do.
It is easy to do.
Not really, not all the time.
That sounds so crazy. You can't surround yourself with better people.
You do realize environment like this. Who kills poor people? Poor people. Why? Because that's the closest people in their proximity. So you're not going to act like this. When we got these conversations, me and Debbie talking. And I'm talking about my cousins and them and schools that I could have went to. We were the exception in the hood, that we were able to go to other schools if we wanted to. That's because we took school a lot more serious and we had the education that we wanted to
control your environment.
But we had the choice to do it. The average person didn't have that choice. They didn't have that choice.
See, I don't subscribe to that theory.
You don't have to. But this, you can't subscribe to it because
if that was the case, I should be in jail with all the niggas I went to elementary school with.
No, you had a great, you had a mother.
I grew up in the same fucking hood. The same way.
That's not how that works. That's not how it works.
It is how it works.
No, the thing
I made a choice. I made a choice, but I'm not special. I just made a choice.
No, you know why you're not saying you're special? Because you don't want to appear that you walk ahead of the people.
Because I wasn't.
You walk with them. I was the same way too, and I said the same thing.
You made a choice
from the fact of me growing up in Harlem in the Bronx. The whole thing was this. I always say the same thing because I had to stop looking at it from a perspective of people are just choosing to be in these situations. They're not. It's the situation. Nah, don't let environment.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit because
it's total bullshit.
What I differentiated was this. What was going on in the streets wasn't going on in my house. That was the difference. When you put this, let me ask you this. I don't care when you grew up here in Baltimore because the whole Baltimore is not murder, death, kill. That's the whole thing. It's some great places here that you can live with no problem. Now, what I can say is this.
That's not where I grew up, though.
Can you say this with a straight face? What was going on in the streets, all the crazy shit you might have seen in the streets, did any of your household dealings reflect anything in the streets whatsoever?
No.
Exactly. And that's because.
However, I know plenty of people whose shit did reflect that and they turned out okay. Yeah. So my point is this. Listen, it was going on next door. It was going on across the street. It was going on at the corner.
So let me get this straight.
I went to school, it was right there. So my point is the drywall and the little brick in front of my house was fine. But what the big thing is I got plenty of friends, same neighborhood, who have more money than us, both their parents, and locked up on life because they made choices.
Dumbass choices.
But my point is choices nonetheless. They had more money than my family did. We had a big family.
It's not about the money.
So my point is that everybody makes choices. You got a choice. Now, your role can be different than mine. People in your family can get high. People in my family got high. That doesn't fucking matter. So you make a choice. And if you make the wrong choice, you can't blame nobody. Oh my God, this happened, that happened. As an adult, you got a choice to make.
So what's the choice?
Simple.
What choice did the 8-year-old that has to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and hurry up and get to school just because he eat breakfast because there's no food in the house and they have to get because there's 7 other kids there? What choice did that 8-year-old make?
We're not talking about an 8-year-old.
No,
we're not talking about 8-year-olds. No, we're not talking about 8-year-olds.
No, it's the same scenario.
No, it's not the same scenario. That's different.
Y'all are trying to put an age limit.
The child doesn't have a
put an age
choice.
limit on it.
Yeah.
But that's about adult.
You just want to try to find a way where people don't have a choice. And if you don't say this,
I never
Stevie Wonder didn't have a choice to see anything because he was blind. That's another one. Use that one. That's a good one.
What I'm saying is this. Everything, I like how people always like to go to, well, we did it. And you know what? Y'all did it in spite of. You didn't do it because it was the easy thing to do. You did it in spite of.
Selling drugs is the easy thing to do. Now, my thing is this. You don't have to.
Let me ask you a question. Was your house a safe haven?
A safe haven?
Yes.
Safe haven for who?
You tell me. When you went upstairs to your house, I don't care how much craziness was going on in the streets. When you
they were shooting outside the door. I got people down the street who got shot in their house. So the safe haven shit, no. I'm gonna say no. It's not a safe haven.
So you weren't okay.
Safe haven, no.
So you weren't safe. When you went home, you didn't feel safe.
We lived in a bad neighborhood.
I don't know.
So what do you mean safe?
You're saying your foundation. Your foundation.
Thank you.
I had a good foundation, but I wouldn't say it was a safe haven. I think you're discrediting. I think that part of the issue is that you want to make everybody in the hood a victim.
Actually,
and anybody who makes it out is a miracle. It's a miracle.
In some cases it is. In most cases
choices. It's choices. It boils down the majority of the time with choices. You got a choice to go to class or you don't go to class. If you don't go to class, you can't say, "Oh my God, I didn't go to class because my mother was working hard." Fuck out of here with that shit. Those are excuses.
It's easy to say fuck out of here.
Excuses.
It's easy to say fuck out of here, especially you're right, because this person is going to have all this black boy. Because I'm gonna keep it with the boys because the females is a totally different thing, but it's the same thing. Oh, it's easy to say fuck that. I'm just going to strive to go to school and wake up.
No, that's hard.
Education is going to do
it's
that.
Easy to cut.
Hold up, especially when my mother doesn't have education, my father doesn't have education. I have no example of you going to tell me
you
that
don't need an example. That's motivation.
What you're missing, Diamond, is because you've come from a strong foundation. It's hard for you to identify with someone.
No, not true. Not true, because I have too many people that I know that chose to take the easy way out. Selling drugs is the easy way out.
But if so many people took
it, because it's abundant, it's easy to do. There's no application process. There's no uniform. It's no nothing. It's easy to put on. Right. Very easy.
So that's what I'm saying. But if you feel like it's the easiest way, if it was I'm sorry. So you said that a lot of the people around you took that route, right?
Most,
right? And you didn't.
Correct.
Making you the exception.
No, I'm not the only one, though. I'm not the only one.
We never said you was the only exception.
But you said exception means the only one.
Exception doesn't mean
it doesn't mean one.
To be exceptional means you're only one, but to be an exception, that means that there's a majority here, and then the minority.
Have you been in jail for selling drugs?
No, I haven't.
How about
been
you?
in jail selling drugs.
You?
But that doesn't mean.
Okay, so everybody in here.
We didn't sell drugs. That doesn't mean we didn't sell drugs.
No, you understand what I'm saying? I just said jail.
Okay, but you said locked up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean we didn't sell it. That just means we snitch on yourself.
But that's not the only crime.
It was an intelligent question. It was
drugs isn't the only crime either.
I
didn't say that.
Actually, the last thing you said, every time you talk about somebody doing something like this,
I guess the point that I'm trying to get to, you're saying that everybody is a victim and don't strive for anything.
I never said they're a victim. Everybody's not a victim. Everybody's not a victim. I'm gonna tell you who's not a victim.
What is the point of this dissertation?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what's not a victim. Your friends that have more money than you, they're not no victims. They was on that Leandro Ball sucker shit. Because there's no reason. Because people that
I don't have no friends like that.
But you actually just said that. You just said
not Leandro Ball,
and they sell drugs. So why they doing?
That's not what I said.
Because the people that
what I said was
people. Did I say that?
No, that's not what I said. Here's what I did say though. People that I grew up with, their family had more money than my family did, but yet they still chose to sell drugs and went to jail.
Was it legal?
No, I'm just saying their family.
No, if it's a criminal enterprise, then that doesn't count.
That's just them doing
what I said. What I said is that their family had more money, meaning it was a legal family. I don't understand why I got bringing that to this point. The point I was trying to make is that we didn't have a lot of money in my household. We had a big family. The particular family I'm referring to, they had stores. It was about
one family.
I'm just naming one person. That's just one person.
It's exceptional.
No, I didn't. We can go through my whole neighborhood if that's what we choose to do. I thought we were trying to be on the timetable. We can go through my whole neighborhood. My point that I'm trying to make to y'all is that we have to stop pacifying the easy way out and understanding that self-esteem, working hard is not something that's impossible to do, or y'all making it out to be like we got to be in last place all the time.
We never said last place.
Sure you did. Sure you did. The mentality that y'all are trumpeting is loser mentality.
Not really, because you're talking to two people that grew up in the same environment that you
Y'all are
taking loser mentality. It's understanding that you were born into a loss that you're making.
Y'all are overplaying what y'all have already done yourselves. Everybody can do it if they choose to.
No, it's not overplaying it, because I've seen so many other people fall victim to it. I know that it's not easy. I know that I was an exception because I chose not to take those same ills. It doesn't mean that they're victims.
It's not as hard as you make it.
Not only did you not choose to take the same pitfalls, I know your foundation. That's the key word. You haven't used that word the whole time through all your soliloquies. Foundation. Because you have a foundation.
Because the thing is this. The reason why I gave you the example of my friend, who I'm not naming, obviously, is that he had a foundation, and he wanted to do what people were doing in the street because he thought it was cool.
That's following sucker shit. Nobody cares about that.
Now it's sucker shit.
It is sucker shit. It is
so
sucker
it's
shit.
only sucker shit if you do it because you think it's cool.
No, because I know.
But what about the people that do it?
Because I know
nobody has to do it.
I know people doing it because that's the only way they feel they can go out.
No. But it ain't.
They don't want to.
They do want to do it.
They don't want to
because they can go to McDonald's. They can go to Burger King. No, they chose not to do that.
That's not how that works.
That's the sucker shit, because you say, "Oh, he didn't have no other way in anything." That's me imitating you. He didn't have no other way in anything. You know what I'm saying? So no, what I'm saying is a nigga who sells drugs chooses to sell drugs. He can get a fucking job making less money, work fucking harder, get 2 jobs. He don't have to sell drugs.
Niggas ain't got time to do that when their mother.
That's bullshit.
When their mother has there's no man in the house, and they got 4 or 5 other brothers and sisters, and they trying to feed everybody. Yo, the point is, I don't want to name somebody, but I'm going to describe somebody, and Devin's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I know a kid here in Baltimore City. He probably should be in the NBA. If he grew up with my background, your background, his background, he would be in the NBA.
Facts.
He would be in the NBA. And I'm going to continue to describe him because we're going to say who it is once these mics go off. Right. This kid has been making adult decisions since he's been 11 years old. Nobody has yet put this, and yet still one of the baddest motherfuckers I've ever seen touch a basketball, in spite of him making these adult decisions from 11 years old. You know why? Because while we're going to camps and messing around playing basketball, oh, Devin, your niece, we going to our moms or fathers like, yo, we need a pair of sneakers. We going to this camp. We ain't got to think about that. We ain't got to think. Did you when you was growing up? Did you know what the light bill was? Did you know?
I had no problem with that. That was
car notes.
That was my issue.
Did you know anything about a bill?
Those are my issues.
Why would that even be on your mind?
Exactly.
Years old?
Right.
This is what he had on his mind, and he didn't sell drugs. He just did things that he had to do because at 11 years old, he had to make decisions for a household and be a man.
Got to be an adult, right?
Make you a man early if you don't have a foundation. And the crazy thing is, his father was around. I just met his father maybe 2 years ago. That's the whole thing. Father was strung out. And I can say that because his father spoke to me about it and everything. His father, I introduced him to who I am and what I mean to his son and what his son means to me. Everybody doesn't have the same foundation. We can't just keep putting this. It's not about making them victims, but it took for a while for me to understand.
So if you don't have a foundation, everybody should just give up using your philosophy.
But I'm saying
because I'm telling people it doesn't matter. You can, if your father wasn't a role model, your teacher can be. If your teacher ain't a role model, then you could be, or somebody on your job can be. If using y'all whack ass logic, if it didn't start out for you good, it's not going to end good. So fuck it.
No, but
y'all logic is fucking crazy.
We never said that.
No, you did say it because I'm saying that I'm telling people how to pick themselves up. Dust yourself off.
What I'm saying is that
you had to make decisions on the low. How can you do it?
We're saying recognize
your
influence.
Exactly. Hold up.
Stop making and giving them excuses that y'all didn't use yourself.
No, how about this?
Y'all didn't even use these.
This is the part that you're slipping on. This is the part you're slipping on.
I ain't slipping on none of this.
You're fronting as if you came from struggle, like you overcame something. You didn't overcome nothing. I did. I overcame a background of not having money. was not having money. Because I'll guarantee you, at 11 years old, you wasn't worried about the mortgage.
That doesn't mean that we didn't
It
have
does.
those
It
troubles.
does.
It's a difference.
No,
It's a difference.
my parents
People
just
are.
shielded us from that, but it's still the trouble still existed.
You had parents
That doesn't mean that they weren't struggling. Y'all sound crazy as shit.
Can I just please say
Please
something?
do.
They killing you
I
on
really
the feet.
just want to
Please
say
do.
this so I can just get
I don't give a fuck.
Just to go right back to this young lady with this whole self-esteem and everything, because it just
No. She's supposed to give up because that's what happens in the hood and everything.
It's
Nobody
not that.
said that.
It's the fact that I think that we're talking about two different things. We're talking about right now emotion, how you feel about yourself, and in that case, you can overcome how you feel about yourself. Period. If you feel like you can make yourself feel pretty,
Can you tell him?
Like, I
that?
understand like where these two gentlemen are coming from in terms of, yes, there are kids that, they do have to worry about in terms of what is going on in terms of their life and everything. But we're talking about how you feel about yourself.
True.
And I agree with you. The conversation is
Let her finish. Let her finish. She on a roll. She on a roll.
Like,
She on a roll.
I just want to finish this. Give to that young lady in terms of how she feels like all this stuff. She is blocking herself from being more than what she really can be, because she is the one that is making herself feel like, oh, I'm not pretty. I understand, because I used to be like that. I used to think, oh, I'm not pretty. People will always be telling me, yes, you're, and I didn't want to hear it. It had to take me, myself, to make myself know that I am a beautiful woman, no matter my skin complexion, because there are darker women who know that they're beautiful too. So there is no excuse in terms of a self-esteem, period. So I agree with you that there is no excuse. There is no excuse.
Yeah, Violet. Yeah, spit that shit, Violet.
For you to say, oh, I'm not pretty enough. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I can't stand it, because I am the person that I don't like hearing people saying, oh, I'm not beautiful. This and no, I can't stand that. So whoever that young lady is, I want you to know, and I hope you're watching this too. I want you to know that is BS. Stop having that excuses. You think that you're not beautiful because you are beautiful. If you keep saying that you're not, you want people to feel some type of way, and you want to have a pity party. Pity party is not going to do anything. You need to have belief in yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. If you don't love yourself, then you can't believe anybody. If you do not love yourself, then I do not know how on earth that you can have anyone else even try to love you back.
Bitch.
All right.
I love that.
Well, all right, shit.
That's the point.
That was the point.
I had to put that out.
Man, go to my man's song. Yo, what you doing?
Thank you, guys.
On point with that.
We gonna come back. Shout out to my man Jimmy White. You got that joint chewed out, Diamond? Please.
She was on point.
Shout out, this my man Disco Black. You shitting me, man. This radio on fire. Beautiful lies, ugly truth. Drop that.
Bow.